Who votes confidence to the machine? Confidence granted. End of council.
You know, most of us expected the 6th season to follow the same exhausted layout of most other Miraculous Ladybug episodes. That included having one primary villain who reused the same old powers. Yeah, that's definitely not what happened. Lila might have taken over the Butterfly Miraculous, but she's not the only bad guy making moves around Paris. Early on in the 6th season, we learned about the existence of a secret shadow organization called the Kingdom, which has pulled the strings behind the scenes far longer than any of us realized. Now that we know this mysterious group exists, I'll use today's video to recap everyone associated with the Kingdom so far.
Natalie Sancour, you were the shadow of the diamond. What is your explanation?
I don't have one. I was unconscious.
Number 1. Noe Luxus. Audrey dropping Zoe off in Paris was a huge plot twist in the 4th season. I'm not sure anyone knew that Zoe existed before she showed up on the mayor's doorstep, and although she tried to fit in with her mother and Chloe, she quickly proved that she belonged with another crowd. Audrey doesn't seem to care for either of her daughters, but I can't say the same about her super secret son, Noe. At this point, Audrey has 3 children with completely different fathers, and she has prevented any of her children from meeting until now. So where did Noe come from? We don't know for sure, but we do know that he has more social grace than Chloe and Audrey combined. Both women have a habit of losing their cool when something goes wrong, but Noe has perfected the art of keeping calm and putting on a smile. He knows how to manage a tough crowd and draw people in with his natural charisma. In some ways, he almost reminds me of Lila. The CEO of Lexus Corps, the young and ambitious Noe will have a lot on his plate as he juggles his other responsibilities with taking Gabriel's place within the Kingdom as the new Diamond.
How dare you! See? You're both much more alike than you think.
Number 2. Tomoe Tsurugi. In hindsight, it's not surprising that Tomoe works with a secret, if not evil, organization like the Kingdom. She is someone so obsessed with perfection that she'll go to any length to achieve it, including sacrificing her eyes for the perfect child and then stealing that child's free will for obedience's sake. She also continues to work against the heroes in secret, further widening the gap between herself and Kagami. Tomoe knew about Gabriel's double life from the beginning and agreed to help him because they shared a common goal. Of course, he had to throw in an extra incentive for her to fix the Peacock Miraculous, but their alliance led to many more world-altering creations like the Alliance Rings. Gabriel might have pulled off most plans, but I can't help thinking Tomoe acted as the mind behind many of them. It makes sense, then, that her codename in the Kingdom is the Machine, because Tomoe relies on technology and her creations to maintain power. She is also the CEO of a tech company, so I'm sure that if anyone in the Kingdom needed something special made in secret, she would be the first person they called. It also seems like she's forced to play nice with whoever wields the Butterfly Miraculous. In past seasons, she helped Gabriel even when he deviated from their plans or betrayed her trust. In Season 6, she tolerates Lila disrespecting her and follows her instructions during akumatization to the letter. Without Miraculouses of their own, the Kingdom needs the Butterfly Miraculous to stand a chance against the Miraculars. Since Tomoe is their main agent in Paris, they must expect her to keep Lila happy and on their side.
What do you see here, Kagami? It is our family crest, and that crest dictates your behavior, a duty.
Number 3. Camilo Pista. We don't know much about Camilo aside from his biological connection to Natalie. Throughout the previous 5 seasons, Natalie has rarely talked about her past. Like many of the adult characters, we don't learn about her family or childhood. What we do learn about is her long-standing relationship with Gabriel and Emily. She knew the couple long before Adrian's birth and traveled with them around the globe in search of treasure. There are many mementos from this time in her bedroom, which likely means that Natalie values her former adventures. We know that Natalie works under her father and that she takes direct orders from him. He is likely the one who paired Natalie with Gabriel all those years ago, perhaps because Gabriel asked him for a guide and bodyguard who can help him navigate difficult terrain. If Camilo and Natalie had spent much of their lives traveling and exploring forgotten places, he would know his daughter was more than capable of the job. I'm theorizing that Camilo is as worldly as Natalie, which explains why he's known as the Wheat in the Kingdom. He might also have an agricultural business, giving him contacts worldwide. For now, the most important thing to know about Camilo is that he plans to betray his allies. In El Toro de Pedra, he tells Natalie to give him the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses once they're acquired. While we don't know what his personal wish is, it's important enough that he would turn his back on the Kingdom and their shared vision of the perfect world.
Once you've found Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous, you know who you must give them to, don't you?
Number 4. Gabriel Agreste. The 6th season keeps dropping twist after twist. Now that we're in the second saga, it seems like the writers want to shake up the narrative, change the rules, and expand the story in ways we never expected. I appreciate the change because it brings us new and refreshing enemies for the Miraculous, like the Kingdom. These people aren't superheroes. If anything, they're the social elite who have an odd obsession with power and a deep desire to control everyone around them. They sound like the perfect people for Gabriel to find sympathy with, and I'm not surprised they flocked to his cause when he started using the Butterfly Miraculous for their gain. We know that Gabriel only wanted the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses to save Emily. Still, I'm willing to bet he manipulated the rest of the kingdom into helping him by telling them of a perfect world where anyone who stepped out of line bowed at their feet. Okay, maybe he didn't exactly say that, but he must have done something to get so many influential people on his side. The kingdom trusted Gabriel to use his wish for the sake of their new world, and we never saw signs of them interfering with his plans in former seasons. As the Diamond, it's possible that Gabriel had more control over decision-making than he let on. He might have formed the group after discovering the Miraculouses, using their powers to make friends in high places, which helped him become the renowned fashion designer we all know. I'm just spitballing all of this, but Gabriel definitely played a bigger role in their organization, and his death must have hit them hard. Not having him to use the Butterfly Miraculous meant they needed to trust someone else to make decisions and act fast when necessary. In my mind, Natalie or Lila felt like the obvious choices, so Noe's debut has definitely piqued my interest. I'm looking forward to seeing if he will outshine Gabriel's legacy.
For you. Are you sure you're ready?
Yes.
Number 5. Natalie Sanker. Speaking of legacy, before the 5th season, Natalie felt like the perfect character to inherit the Butterfly Miraculous if something happened to Gabriel. Her magical illness aside, she served the Agreste family for years and remained a loyal friend after Emily's death. When Gabriel decided to use the Miraculouses to save Emily, she gave her all to assist him, even though doing so likely betrayed Camilo. She watched Gabriel's back, became his ally as Myura, and helped him uncover the heroes' secrets and continues to protect his image after his death. She stood by his side after every battle, after every failed experiment, and when he made a breakthrough with the Miraculous' powers. Not only does Natalie have the experience and patience to summon Gimme, but her actions throughout the series suggest that she'd be capable of doing so. I'm sure we can all agree that she's more capable than Gabriel ever was, so her role as an assistant drives me up a wall. Does her father refuse to recognize her talent? Did she make a mistake in the past that prevents her from moving up the ranks? Not to mention, she knows more about the Agreste brand than anyone. While she may not have an eye for fashion, she does know about Gabriel's former accounts and business ventures. While I still can't decide if she's on Ladybug's side or not, I do think she would have made a fantastic replacement for the Diamond if given the chance.
You could go back to a time before Emily used the damaged Peacock Miraculous. You can save your wife, Gabriel.
Number 6. Lila Rossi. Gabriel's literal successor would also make a fantastic addition to the kingdom. Since the organization trusted Gabriel to defeat Ladybug and Cat Noir, they rely heavily on whoever wields the Butterfly Miraculous. It's their only piece to play when the playing field is overflowing with superheroes. I'm sure a group of the elite and powerful won't like to admit it, but they need Lila's cooperation if they're going to succeed. From what we know of Gabriel's involvement, he helped develop the perfect world plan and relied on his allies in the kingdom whenever something went wrong. He used them as resources during his fight against the heroes, and their support helped him keep fighting, even when all hope seemed lost. Lila, on the other hand, has no connections with the kingdom and will only want to exploit them for personal gain. To be fair though, it seems like everyone's trying to use and backstab one another so that she would fit right in. Not to mention her manipulation and disguise skills would make her a great asset to their team. If she can't be the Diamond, then maybe she can work beneath the mask.
Don't waste your time. Manipulators like her always manage to lie their way out of trouble.
Number 7. Audrey Bourgeois. We've had 5 seasons to see the best parts of Audrey, and all of them are still bad. On her worst days, she's a cruel and malicious woman who treats everyone around her like they're second-class citizens. On her best days, she's an absent mother who brings trauma into her family's home by fighting with her husband and ignoring her children. I'll be honest, I never expected the series to dive into her story or to give her a complex narrative like the one emerging now. She always comes off as someone incredibly vain and shallow, and I didn't see her acting within a much larger group like the Kingdom. Imagine my surprise when she turns out to be more than a self-absorbed fashion designer. Audrey is someone with a lifetime of secrets, and I have a sneaking suspicion that the woman we've come to know might be a front to throw people off her tracks. Somehow she helped Noe enter the kingdom and take Gabriel's place within it. Did she also know that her old friend wielded the Butterfly Miraculous? Did she help pull off some of the former seasons' craziest moments? I hope to find out and to see Audrey more as the kingdom comes into the light.
You mean Johnny's?
Who cares what his name is? John Thingy, put my luggage in there!
There are still so many members of this evil organization we haven't met, as far as we're aware at least. There's no telling how many times Ladybug and Cat Noir have crossed paths with members of the kingdom, or where they'll appear again next. While more of the organization's members come to light as the season goes on, many of them still hide behind fake names and faces. They wouldn't keep their identities a secret if they didn't have something to hide, and we might not like who we find waiting on the other side. So, do you have any predictions for who the remaining kingdom members might be? Feel free to share your theories in the comment section down below.
Chloe just clearly demonstrated that there is nothing exceptional about her.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
But when he was still here, I didn't dare to try to tell him anything, and now it's too late.